at Ocean State ParaCon 2021.
And we're having a ball.
Yes. A lot of friends.
Here?
A lot of people we know here. A lot of good friends. Some we don't see until we get together at these conventions. Sometimes we see them more often. But
you're right about that.
Yeah.
Sometimes we see them, sometimes we don't.
We have our setup here.
All this good stuff.
Yes. Good stuff.
And this is upside down. We can't have that.
No, thank you very much.
Not have that.
So, this is the first time in this location. Usually it was at the Assembly Theater for years in Harrisburg, Rhode Island. Yeah.
Started off in a church in Woonsocket.
Yes, yes, it did start off in a church in Woonsocket. And we were at the first one.
We're long-timers.
We've been coming to them ever since, and you look quite lovely today, Sandra, I must say.
Oh, you look very lovely yourself, Keith.
I do?
I have to say.
Sean, how are you doing? Sean Austin, demonologist.
Good. How we doing?
I'm doing good. Having a good time? I'm sorry I didn't get to see your talk there, but...
No worries. Glad to be here for a great cause. Good to see you and your brother here. It's nice and beautiful here at Ocean City ParaCon.
It's great to be here. And
100%.
hopefully we'll interview you at greater length in the upcoming future.
You got it.
Thanks for saying hi to us.
Absolutely, buddy.
Thank you.
Yes. She does draw the crowd.
Carl Johnson.
Hello.
And Elise Gianmarco Carlson.
Hello, Keith.
Together we are Panorama Paranormal.
Yes. Tell us a little about Panorama Paranormal.
Panorama Paranormal are purveyors of parapsychology. How's that for alliteration?
Yeah. It sounds like Peter Pepper piping.
Pick the peck of pickled peppers. That's you can remember Panorama Paranormal if you can remember that.
Yeah. Been having a good time here?
How we got in my panorama? I'll never know. Yeah.
So many nice people here.
It is.
Good to
It's
see
what a
lot of
mixer.
people
Yes.
We know and meet a lot of people I've only spoken to online.
So what is your basic function in Panorama Paranormal?
My function,
have
our
different-
functions are what Panorama, how
Right.
Panorama functions. We are totally skeptical. We don't believe in anything. We're too smart to be fooled. You can't put a low over on us, man. Don't tell me you got a ghost.
Panorama Paranormal first searches for normal explanations for extraordinary events. And if we can't find a normal explanation, we look for an odd but still earthly explanation.
Right.
Barring that, we look for something that might be related to survival of consciousness after death, ESP, PK. We look for it all.
Yeah, more parapsychologically based.
Excellent.
We avoid terms like supernatural, because to me supernatural means impossible. Paranormal, of course, is part of our name, but it's so broad.
What about the term preternatural?
Preternatural? It makes me think of somebody who can do something really extraordinary, and it's not within normal bounds, but it happens. Yeah.
But throughout history, people have done things that aren't normal. For example, the guy who broke the 4-minute mile.
Oh,
Roger
yeah.
Bannister. Nobody had ever run a 4-minute mile. They thought your heart would explode if you did that.
Right.
Roger ran a 4-minute mile. Like 24 people did it right after him.
Yeah, suddenly because they realized they can.
Realized it was possible. So I like to think that that is applying to paranormal. Someday we're going to figure out something is possible, and now everybody's going to be doing it.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate it.
Okay, see you next time.
Enjoy the rest of the convention.
We'll be here.
Yes, as you say, this was taken at Slater Mill campus. Actually, the Wilkinson Mill, constructed between 1810 and 1811. This was taken in the machine shop exhibit. I was on a paranormal investigation with Jim Perry. This was Jim's first ever paranormal investigation. I was helping him through it. Most of Jim's over 100 digital pictures were completely unremarkable. In 3 of them, you have something strange. It looks almost like an apparition forming, but you can interpret it. I'm not even saying it's a ghost picture, but I'm saying I can't explain it. It's not cotton because it wasn't taken in the Slater Mill Museum.
Right.
It's not dust. I don't know. It's just there. It seems to glow under its own light. You can see the background. And that's the machine shop exhibit. and we don't know what this is. I don't say that's a man in a hat. Some people see what looks like an apparition forming here with a prayer attitude, but it's just something strange I can't explain, and I have to leave it at that.
A mystery not yet explained.
So it's the big dunno.
Here we have our good friend Keith from Daytime Paranormal.
Hey everyone, how are you?
Very good. Having a great time here?
Yes, I am.
What do you find interesting about this convention?
The community that's in here is very cool.
Yeah.
Having a great time, meeting a lot of new people and some familiar faces at the same time.
Yeah. So what's up for Daytime Paranormal?
We're working on some new stuff. Winter's coming, so it's going to be kind of hard to get out in the woods, but we can handle it.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Keith. We do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Always glad to have Tim Weisberg making an appearance on Ghost Star N.E.A.R.
Whoa! Disregard that previous conversation.
Oh, that's for posterity. How you doing, Tim?
Doing very well.
You're looking well.
Thank
Good.
you.
I've agreeing with
definitely
you.
been eating well, yes.
Well, I think we all have. Past year.
Yeah. I mean, what else have we been able to do, really?
That's true. Binge watch and things like that.
Yep. And I've used it to kind of look into some different theories of the paranormal.
Great.
So, I was glad to have the time to do a little bit more studying than investigating.
I hope we have some upcoming revelations from you.
Oh, I think I'm going to start applying what I think I've learned into what I do out in the field, and we'll see what happens.
Great. Thank you so much. Hello there. Look who's on Ghost Star N.E.A.R. again.
Hey guys, how are you?
Deb Vickers, Sue Vickery.
Yeah, Busy Boy Tour Guide Investigations. A little different than our last Yeah. Still.
Very, very nice.
Yeah. Welcome to ParaCon, guys.
Exactly. Having a great time here?
Oh, we love it. We love it. This ParaCon is always fun. Yeah, good group of people every year.
Great. So what's on the horizon for you people?
Well, we're thinking we're going to do an episode today, just like you, Ocean State ParaCon.
Yeah.
We've got a few things up our sleeve we want to work on. We might
Excellent.
do a few different things.
Yeah, we basically do our own thing. Find something that interests us and we go out, investigate it, research the history, have a little fun.
I think that's the best way. Do your own thing.
Yep.
Exactly, yeah.
Works for us.
We like to mix it up. We like to do our history, and then we always do the paranormal, so we mix it up together.
Excellent.
So, because they
Excellent.
kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah, check out our YouTube videos, guys.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Well, thank you so much, ladies. I do appreciate it. It's always a great pleasure to see you. Always.
See you too.
Take care now. Take care.
Yeah, we'll work on it. All right, we might go downstairs, grab some food. Of course. Guys. All right, it's so good to see you. It's so great to be here.
Yeah, talk to you later. All right, hello, I'm Cody, and this is my girlfriend Satori, and we are the curators of a museum full of some interesting objects that we've collected from cases. Each object has a story, and what we're trying to do is preserve the history of each object and tell the story of the people that own them. Most of the objects we have on display we don't think are negative. We believe that these objects were loved by the people that own them, and maybe they're just checking in once in a while in the afterlife to see how they're doing. So we've gotten a small selection from each of our exhibits in the museum. We brought about 30 to 40 objects with us today from around the world, and feel free to take a glance around and get an idea of what we brought.
Excellent. Thank you. Would you explain just a few of them, please? So
Absolutely.
I'm not lost in the
Sure.
history here.
Right, Tori, you want to start?
Okay, yes, I will start with this statue.
So this statue was given to us by a family in the Bridgewater Triangle area of Massachusetts, about Freetown State Forest area. They had their home merge into the woods. They had a four-wheeler trail, and they called us and reported that they found a statue sitting on their rock facing their house, and it was very scary. They thought it had something to do with demons, so we decided to take the case. They were very scared. We met them in person, and it didn't seem anything satanic to us because the symbols on it are runes, and you know, runes can mean different things depending on the culture. So they felt sick as soon as they had brought it into their home. They felt compelled to take it into their home. They were having bad dreams, just things weren't going their way. So we took it off their hands. They didn't want anything to do with it, and they felt immediately better. They felt great. We did some research, and some of these symbols are only consistent with witchcraft, and they can mean karma and negativity being sent onto the person it is intended for, things like that. One of the symbols actually means war, so we believe that there may have been some sort of curse or negative intention put on the family or the land.
Yeah, absolutely. And once the object was removed, it seemed like everything went back to normal inside of their house. So whether they were experiencing something psychological or truly paranormal, we feel like we definitely helped the situation by removing it from the house.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yes,
That's very,
absolutely.
very good.
You want to walk this way? We'll show you
Yes,
a
please.
couple dolls, maybe?
Yes, the dolls. Very fascinating.
So this doll right here with the orange hair, her name is Jolene. And she came from a children's daycare facility in Connecticut. And what happened was the owner of this facility brought her in and sat her down in a chair, and the kids would kind of go up to her and they would touch her hands and feet and have a conversation with her. And then all of a sudden, all of the children started walking up to the staff members crying and saying that Jolene was calling them names and mean things and just really making them upset to the point where they were breaking down and crying. So this was odd, and they coughed it up to wild imaginations. But one day the owner walks in. She opened up the building every morning and locked up in the evening. She walks in and Jolene isn't sitting in her chair anymore. So she starts looking around the facility and finds that she is about 15 feet away with a couple toys around her in the middle of the playroom. Absolutely freaks her out. She wasn't into the paranormal. She calls all of the staff members and saying, which one of you is playing a prank on me? And they all say, well, you're the only one with the key to the building. We had no idea, we can't get access to it. So that really sank in. So they put her back on the chair, hoping it doesn't happen again. A couple weeks go by, same thing happens again. She finds her in the middle of the floor. This was on a Sunday, and that's when we got the call. She would not go into the building until one of us went down and removed her from the room. I went down, I drove down to Connecticut, I took the doll out of the facility, and they wanted nothing to do with it. They just wanted it gone. So it's been in our museum ever since. There's been one occasion that we needed to change a light bulb, and we tried recreating the same situation, putting her on a metal chair, and we walked down, we borrowed her chair to change the light bulb. It only took a couple minutes. We come back and she was gone. She wasn't in the spot on the rug anymore. So we start looking around, and she was about 20 feet away sitting in an office chair, just hanging out. So right away we started putting security cameras on her to catch her, and she wouldn't move. But as soon as we take the cameras away, she started moving again. So she's definitely camera shy for some reason. I have no idea why. And we didn't catch anything on our security cameras the day we changed the light bulb, which was really strange. We should have caught her moving. She's a 4-foot doll.
Wow.
So you should have seen her, but there's nothing there.
Yeah, Tori said she lost a shoe recently.
She did. Yeah, so she does move around a lot, and she was wearing both shoes when she entered the museum, and now she's not. So we have no idea where it was. We've searched everywhere, and we just can't find it. So hopefully it'll just appear one day.
That's possible, entirely possible.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, these are obviously from overseas.
Yes, so this was this mask here was brought over from Africa about 25 years ago to the New Orleans area. A gentleman owned a shop down there, and I was down there learning about voodoo and the whole art of that and how they practice that. And he brought this mask out and said it was making him feel really uncomfortable. And whenever he would hold it in his hands, he would get these visions of tribal dancing, and the whole shop would fill up with this campfire smoke smell that really bothered him. And the patrons that would come into his store store to purchase things would see these shadow figures running around. So he was afraid that he was going to lose business. So he didn't want it anymore in the shop, gave it to us to take home, and right away, every object that we bring into the museum goes through a quarantine period. We put it in a room by itself and just monitor it for a couple weeks, and just see if it does anything. 9 times out of 10, it does nothing. We watch the footage and nothing happens. But this one, right away, it started stuff. On the car ride home, the whole car fills up with this campfire smell that we couldn't explain. And I figured, you know, being investigators, we want to try finding a normal explanation to what's going on. So I figured maybe when the humidity rises or falls, or the temperature, maybe it normally releases the smell, you know? So we tested that out and we couldn't recreate it, oddly enough. But it's happened a lot. We were in Maine just for an event. We had all of our stuff inside of a big tent, and the whole tent fills up with this campfire smell, and everybody starts running out, thinking that things are on fire. Nothing was on fire. It was the mask, I believe. So really strange.
Oh my goodness.
Really, really strange.
There's some very pretty dolls here.
Yep. So we definitely have a lot of dolls. That seems to be the in thing right now. I think it's because of the Annabelle movies,
most likely,
Chucky
yes,
doll movies and stuff like that. But you know, we get a doll in the mail probably once a month from somebody. Once the pandemic hit, we really started pushing social media. And a lot of people claim that they have dolls, and they all seem to be from the Victorian area. I think a lot of people find those creepy. Now, we have
a lot of
tons
people
dolls.
I like them very much.
I do
always
too.
like these kind.
I do too. We have tons of them. Do we believe all of them are haunted or have an attachment? No. Majority of them, they haven't lived up to the claims that have been given to them by the clients. But we'd like to tell the stories and keep the individuals' names and stories and lives alive by sharing them, you know?
Yes. Now, Tori was telling me this is obviously our good friend W.C. Fields.
W.C. Fields, yes. The gentleman wanted to take up ventriloquism as a hobby and purchased this from a secondhand shop and started practicing with it. He would place it down on a chair. And I think, you know, much like the Annabelle story, I think when you start putting a lot of attention and you know, giving a lot of love, recognition, maybe that starts something up. So that's what he was doing, and he would walk by it, and one day he sees the mouth hanging open. Now, to open the mouth, you have to pull the string on the back of his head and, you know, keep it pulled. It's actually pretty strong to pull. And he walks by and just stares at it, and all of a sudden, as he's looking, slams shut right in front of him.
Wow.
So that was the end of that. He does not do ventriloquism anymore.
No.
He left that behind and has moved on to other things.
Anyone who hates dogs and kids can't be all bad.
That's right.
Wow. And of course, some things that are very familiar here.
That's right. Yep.
Amityville.
Amityville. I'm not sure if that piece came from the house or the shed in the back. We can't say. Can't tell which it was. I'm thinking maybe when they replaced the windows, maybe that's where it came from. I'm not sure.
Very
because
possibly.
Of course, you know, those windows are no longer
We
there.
were told the house, but I'm not 100%.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to know, even though I was not involved in it myself, I knew 3 people were personally involved. Obviously, I knew George Lutz and Ed and Lorraine Warren were the first investigators on the site. So.
There they are, and the interesting thing I love about it is that it shows the original color. You know, when the DeFeos lived there, and then you know, when the Lutz family moved in, which is great because a lot of those photos are black and white photos.
Yes,
you can't really see the true color.
Right. Yeah.
That's great.
Well, thank you both so very, very much.
Absolutely. Thanks for stopping by, Keith.
And God bless you always.
God bless you.
See you soon.
You too.
Jimmy, Mr. Haunted himself.
Hey there.
It's great to see you.
Hi, individuals. It's nice to
Been
see
having
you
a
out
great
there in
time.
TV land.
Yeah, I see you too.
What I have are these aliens I'm trying to peddle here today.
Well, they're wonderful.
Thank you.
Love those little things.
Do you have any questions?
Yes, about this. Tell about your book here.
This book here is called Phantom Messages, co-authored with William J. Hall, and it's chilling phone calls letters, emails, and texts from unknown realms. These are true stories, 60 true stories involving communication through electronics, but unexpected communication. Not like you're trying to get an EVP with a recorder, like, you know, unexpected ones from loved ones, aliens, time travel stories. Look, good?
Yeah, very good, very good.
Sorry, I interjected.
Well, look who's here.
Hey, hello.
Hello there.
Perhaps you know Miss Carly Hall.
How's your show going?
It's going awesomely.
Very good.
Absolutely great. Yes.
It's great to meet you in person.
Yeah, it's great to meet you as well.
Wow. And I'm doing some footage for Ghosts Are Near. Yeah.
This is going to be on your podcast or your
Yeah, it's
talk
going
show.
to be on YouTube. Yes.
YouTube is ubiquitous.
Thank you very much.
How's it going, Keith?
I'm doing well. How about you people?
All right, we're gonna no complaints, you know.
Looks like you're doing very successfully today.
Yeah, we're having a good day. You know, it's always success when you meet your friends.
Yeah.
Not me. It's very not me.
Yeah, I know you hate the camera.
No, it's just that there's that picture.
Oh yeah. This is Carly.
This is Hi, Carly.
He knows it's her.
Here we have the founder of the feast, Ken DeCosta himself.
Hi, Keith.
This has been going very, very successful.
I want to share all of this with these folks here because this is part of our committee here. And, every year we do yeoman's work to do something like this, but we've always said that this event belongs to all of us. It really truly does. From the vendors that are here every year, those that have been, some of them since 2012, very humble beginnings in the basement of a church, and of course the attendees. And we're actually going to be announcing what we made on this event, and it's pretty much in line with other years. So it's great to be at this new venue. It was wonderful. And I just can't express my appreciation more for the people who support this every year.
Thank you so much, Ken, and love you, brother, as always.
Same here, Keith. Thank you.
Thank you. You've been having a great time today, Tim?
Yes, it's been very interesting. Talking to a lot of people I've seen them throughout the years, and it's great to be back.
Great.
So,
wow.
It is good to be back.
Yes, it is. Very good.
I don't attend all these. I let people take care of it for the most part, but it's good to be here today. I didn't have to travel too far. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, you need to wear this outfit more. This one. You like the hat and the trench coat. Look like Highlander.
We are at our table together.
We are really here. We're not just sitting at a table. We're actually at the Ocean State ParaCon.
No, it's not. It's all green screen.
It's all green screen. Tim, come over here. Be
Don't
part of
listen
our.
to that man behind the curtain.
Come over here. Be part of our green screen.
Oh, okay. I'll take one.
Tell us of your adventures today.
Adventures? Which ones? Lots of adventures.
Well, before you came here, you went to another location.
Oh, well, we went to investigate the Burble Witch and one of the cemeteries. And we got some interesting feedback. It was quite fun. We got a demon, we got some growling, temperature drops, some interesting things like that.
Well, yeah, you do have to get that feedback for it to be fun.
Yeah, yes. Yes, I acknowledge.
All right, we are about 10 minutes out here. Our very, very special panel, Women of the Paranormal.
We are enjoying ourselves very much.
I invite you to come into the Speakers Hall one last time tonight before we wrap up this year's Ocean State ParaCon. Come out and support these women as they do you.
Fix it. Yeah. Like this. Hey guys,
Promises to be a wonderful
camera guy's gonna fix it.
presentation.
I told you it was a bad green screen.
10 minutes to go, and then you can leave.
Oh, it's your stand.
That's okay. Come on over and say hello.
Yeah, well, he's a camera guy. He's got to be a perfectionist. That's how Keith is.
Just everybody leave.
Right? Because that's how Nightfly is always like that.
Oh, guys, scooch down a bit.
Scooch.
Yeah, go ahead, Neil. Yeah, you should.
There you go. Now we're all equal.
Now, is there something you wanted to do with this now that we're all scooched and ready?
Say hello from Ocean State ParaCon.
Hey.
That's all I wanted to say.
I think we already established that, didn't we?
And now we can attend some of the panel on women in the paranormal. I do not qualify. Yeah, Women Unite. I do not qualify. You do.
I qualify.
So?
I'm of that persuasion.
Do you want to come over and say hi?
Oh, no.
We'll say hi to you then.
Hello. Hello.
Andrea Perrin, Julie Griffin, and Sandra Johnson. 3 beautiful, beautiful ladies here. So nice to be with you all. And we've shared some laughs and some tears. What would you like to say about us getting together here on this day?
I would say what I've said to everybody that I've been with since I got back out on the road, and that is that none of us will ever take each other for granted again. None of us ever will, because we've all been through exactly the same fight together. And so what we need to do is appreciate and acknowledge each other for the love that we share and the bond that we bring to each and every event every time we get together.
Can anyone outdo that? I mean, that says it all.
That's going to be a
We're
little
a family.
bit rough, but yeah, it's just nice getting out and seeing everybody and having things feel a lot more normal, to be able to hug people and just to feel safe around everybody again and comfortable, and you want to see people, and it's so nice to, whether you get to talk to everybody you see, but to recognize faces again and just get out and to have that, what's familiar again, to have that back. And you know, with an event, you know, we've done many times, and to have it in a new place, that's very, it all went together very comfortably, and it's been a good day. It's been a really good day.
Thank you all so much, and God bless you always.
Love you.
Bless you, Keith.